I beg you, don't be like us. Don't be like us. In the United States, just 2 months ago, our government put a report out and said the #1 killer of our babies from 1 to 5 years old is cancer. That will come to Lithuania if you continue to eat the American diet, the Western diet. I don't threaten you, I promise you that that's going to come. Diabetes is growing so rapidly in all of Europe and North America now that 2 out of 3 people contracting diabetes are children below 16. And it used to take us 50, 60 years of bad Western living to get sick. Now with television and fast food and chemicalization, 5 and 6 and 7 and 10-year-old children are dying of disease. The most frightening is autism. Autism in my country was reported in 1983, not long ago, 1983, to be 1 out of 10,000 children. Today, in 2012, it is 1 out of 88 children. Lithuania, listen closely. Do not make the mistakes to try to be like your big brothers and sisters. Your big brothers and sisters are on the wrong track. Now, all of this comes from what people are consuming and our environment. In the United States, the most important agency for food is called the Food and Drug Administration. I'm sure you have a similar agency here. The former head, a doctor of the Food and Drug Administration, David Kessler, and I spoke recently. David Kessler, when leaving his post, said, I want to continue my work, and the most dangerous thing for Americans is obesity. Do you realize that more than 35% of Americans are obese, not overweight, obese? Why? Because of fast food. Don't think it's an American phenomenon, it's an international phenomenon. When I asked Dr. Kessler what was most concerning to him, the most important doctor in America for many years, Dr. Kessler said that when I investigated the multinational food companies, the foods you are selling here in Lithuania, that every one of those companies have chemists, that their entire job is to put addictive substances into the food. Now listen to what I'm saying, Lithuania. This man, the most powerful doctor in all of the world, that ran the most powerful food organization on the planet, told me that every single food company he looked at had chemists that all their job was is to put addictive substances into the food. Why? So they can get your children and you and your loved ones addicted to this nonsense. If we don't put the brakes on in Lithuania, we will be back here in 10 years, I promise. It doesn't take generations, it takes 10 years. And you're going to have the same problems. And if you think you want to have a country that's successful, successful companies have strong economies. And your economy will be devastated from healthcare cost if you don't take another course. I promise this to you. Mark my words, that what I'm saying to you today is going to come to fruition unless you stop eating the way the other Western countries eat. Lithuanians are strong people. My wife and I and all of us are so impressed with what you've done in 21 years. I cannot say enough about that for you. If you can be that strong in one area, do not be weak in the area of being manipulated for economic purposes, for corporate interest. Thank you.